Hello, friends. So, I've been talking off and on about Francine Shapiro's book, Getting Past Your Past. And another technique that she shares early on in her book is how to take the critical voice and take power back from it. So, the technique essentially that she uses is called the cartoon voice. And so, if you can imagine, bring to mind a frequent um, sentence or insult that your internal critic often uses. And then you select a particularly funny or annoying cartoon voice, like SpongeBob, for example, and you have the critical voice have the voice of the silly cartoon character. It can serve to make enough of a shift in your thinking that once practiced, you might automatically hear that voice switch into the cartoon voice and disempower it, and in turn take back some of your power. Another technique that I use that is pretty similar is to imagine that the person whose voice you're hearing as your internal critic is sitting in the back seat of a car or sitting beside you on a bench, and just making a movement and pushing them off of the bench. I did that with a guy who was struggling with his piano teacher, was from childhood was his critical voice, and he just um, struggled with her voice continuously in his head. So I had him sit with her, being next to him in the on the piano bench, and him pushing her off just by moving his seat a little to the left. Um, Another one, I had somebody imagine them sitting in the back seat like a backseat driver, and then rolling down the window, or I guess putting down the window, and imagining them flying out the window like a balloon that the air was suddenly getting let out of. So those are just some techniques that Francine Shapiro recommends, and that I have been using with my clients to help them take back a little bit of power from their critical voice. I hope this was helpful.